Writing formulas of ionic compounds. When you have the name of a compound, you must identify the charge of the cation and anion in the formula. Refer to audio 2 through 4 on how to determine the charge of ions. For example, calcium chloride, which is CaCl2. To determine the formula of this compound, you must determine the ions in the formula. Calcium chloride is the compound. Determine the two ions. Your first is your cation, calcium, which is represented with Ca, but it's found in group 2. As you scroll down, you see Ca. Group 2 meaning it's going to have a 2+ charge. Chlorine, which is represented with Cl, is found in group 7A. As you scroll down, you see Cl, giving it a -1 charge. Chloride is derived from the atom chlorine, which was located again in group number 7. An anion with a -1 charge. Therefore, chloride is represented Cl negative, as is on the board. Use the crossover method to determine the formula of your compound. The crossover method means that the charge of the calcium tells you how many chlorine atoms you need, and the charge of the chlorine tells you how many calcium atoms you will need. For example, simply do the crossover method, you would do arrow pointing to the chloride, arrow pointing to the calcium. This charge represents chloride. This charge will represent calcium. Your new compound will be represented as such: CaCl2. There's no need to write Ca1Cl2 because you want to write it in simplest terms.